Back with another confirmation. Me confirming to you what you already know to be true. I got a list of downloads. Literally, downloads got to come in early this morning. Less is more. You don't need to be anymore. You don't need to do anymore. What you're doing right now, understand that this is enough. You don't need to overwork or overextend yourself right now, because that leads to message number two. You're still in hibernation season. Rest because you're going to need it. Spirit is slowing you down to speed you up. That's a bar. You're being slowed down so that you can speed up. Right now, wherever you are in the world, but where I am currently, it is now winter. Although this is a timeless message, but it's the season of winter. We are still resting right now. You're in hibernation season. You are being prepared. All right. You have been through a lot this season, and it's requiring you to now rest and integrate. And this integration is recalibrating you for this expansion, which comes in the springtime. Your dreams could also be vivid. Pay attention to any part of the dream that you still remember when you wake up. So when you dream and you rise the next morning, whatever part that you remember, whether that may be a scene, a symbol, an interaction, a face, anything that you can remember from that dream is significant to you. And start trying to have like a dream journal or your phone or something that you can get these messages from. The dream, you need to be writing this down. It's going to be crucial for you, because I'm hearing that these synchronicities that you may be receiving via your dreams are important for you, because these are also codes that you are going to be able to start to decode. So pay attention to your dreams. You have to move different in this new timeline. Doing, producing, putting out a lot doesn't equate to success. Only take inspired action. Flow over force. That is crucial for you during this time. Like I said at the beginning, you don't need to do anymore. You're relaxing. You are in this flow state. You are only taking inspired action. If you don't feel called to move, then don't. And you have to be comfortable and learn how to be comfortable within this stillness as well, within this rest. You have to learn how to fully embrace the stillness. And how do you do that? Is by learning how to self-soothe or regulate your nervous system. It's different for you this timeline. You have now moved into a different time, to where the shit that you used to do before in the last timeline, last year, last month, last week, that's not going to work for you now. So the ways that you used to do things, it's not going to resonate. And if you try to do those things and carry on those habits or whatever you used to do in the previous timeline and try to drag that to this timeline, you're going to be met with a lot of resistance, because that is not going to work for you. You have to really understand that. That food you used to eat, I heard, those environments you usually be in, that music that you listen to, that media that you consume, even down to the clothing and the colors of the clothing that you choose to wear. All of this contributes to an energy that you carry and that you ultimately emit. So you have to be very mindful in this new season, the things that you are consuming. And another reason why I say it's not going to work for you is because you've ascended. You are now been upgraded. And then I heard also, I put at the bottom, Beyonce upgrades you. So that song may be significant. You have been upgraded. And so this body, this vehicle, this avatar that we in, this is our life force. So you have to be very mindful in this new season as to how you treat your life force. You really need to be pouring into yourself. The main thing that you should be prioritizing right now is your well-being. Nothing else, no one else should be above your well-being. Your well-being should be your number one priority. Nurturing yourself, pouring into yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, doing the things that brings you joy. That should be your priority. Everything else comes second to last. I also been seeing 333, which is the physical, mental, and spiritual. So we also must understand that we exist on three different planes: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual plane, all at once simultaneously. You are not separate from yourself, and you must align with all three aspects or all three planes to become one with yourself. But most of the time, we get so consumed with the physical plane because this is where the ego is attached to the physical, the things that we can see. But we also start to forget, and we do often forget, that there are still two other planes of existence: the mental and the spiritual. We must learn how to become one. Confirmation. We must learn how to become one with all three planes simultaneously. That will bring us into balance. That is how we live a harmonious life. I also been receiving dreams, so this might be significant to you in some way as well. With cars being towed, I've seen schools might be important for you right now. Parking lots, being on an elevator, getting stuck on the elevator, buses. You might be having dreams where you're running late. So those might be some synchronicities. It's not for everybody, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. But those are just some things that have been coming up. And it's crazy because as I sat and tried to decode the actual symbolism, the message that I got from those symbols was, these are all symbols about feeling delayed in some way. Your car getting towed, you getting stuck on the elevator, you running late, you missing the bus. These are all symbols of you, or about feeling delayed or restricted or being put on pause, or like something is being put on hold for you, like you're not accelerating or you feel like you're not moving forward. However, this pause is really you transitioning into a higher level. It's not a punishment energy, it's a processing energy. Like I said, all of the things that you've experienced thus far, you're in this resting phase so that you can integrate that. And that is going to ascend you to the next level. That is how you're moving up. People don't really understand how highly you are ranked in the spiritual realm. They don't understand how highly ranked you are in the spiritual. You are favored in the spiritual realm. You got an army with you. You got an army with you at all times. And you might be someone who is like, but consider yourself to be a lone wolf. Like, it's just you. You feel like it's just you. Indulgence. You are worth every desire, every dream. Demand what's yours. Demand what you need. Don't nobody know what you need more than you. And you know what you need, and you start to learn what you need, the more that you be by yourself, the more that you pour into yourself and you embrace this stillness and this solitude. That's why it's so important to really just understand who you are. Who are you? When no one is watching, who are you? Can't nobody tell you what you need because they are not you. That's crazy. All right, so I got the Lovers. That's card number 18. I got Luck. That's card number 19. And this Indulgence card is 19 as well. So those numbers might be significant. You might be born on the 18th or the 19th. Also, you might be a life path number 9, because 18 reduces down to 9. And then 9 plus 9 on these two cards is 18. So that's another 9. So nines might be significant as well. A lot of completion energy, finishing these karmic cycles. You've been tying up a lot of loose ends. And because of that, because you've been doing the inner work, the outer is going to reflect the inner. Like I always say, life is a game of the inner. You got to know what you're working with. You have to know what's going on internally. If your outside world is chaotic, typically that is because it is reflecting what's going on within. So if you are experiencing just all kind of shit not going right, you know what I'm saying? It seems like it's always something, you can't get ahead. Take a look and reflect on what is going on within you. Because everything is energy. Energy is just transmuted from one thing to the next. So if your outside world is chaotic and a mess, you might need to do some fine tuning in your energy. Your energy is off balance. Something within is off, which is why chaotic energy is being reflected back to you. So we also have to take our responsibility for our experiences and the vibration that we carry. We have to take accountability for that. The things that we experience is just a reflection of us. I just see you've been inside the moon energy. So that moon in the back lets me know that there is something that's still unknown. And I feel like it's not meant for you to know everything. You're not meant to know everything, because if you did, you would self-sabotage. The human mind would self-sabotage it. So it's a lot of things in the unknown that you can't see. But like I always say, always know that things are always working out for you. You've been really pouring into yourself and loving on yourself and taking care of yourself. And you are going to attract that in the outside. You are bringing that right to you. I am fulfilled by love. Now we have the Lovers and I am fulfilled by love. So 2 love cards, double confirmation. And I don't feel like it's just romantic, although I feel like you are attracting a romantic partner at this time. You might have met them already. They could be in your energy, or you could be already with them, or you probably don't know who this is, but this is just the energy that is surrounding you. And it's because you are in a place of love. You have found love within, and you found love because you found yourself. Some of y'all have lost yourself and found yourself over and over and over again. I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this up. New partner. I just said that. A new partner, a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by the sense of familiarity. I hope I pronounced that right. Comfort and safety. You're going to feel safe in these people's energy. I could feel it in my body. These people that's coming in are going to make you feel safe. You have a love that you have yet to experience in this lifetime, but you are going to get a chance to experience love outside of self. What does it mean and what does it mean for someone to love you unconditionally? What does that look like outside of yourself? Because this goes back to my previous message. You have been doing a lot of self-care. You've been nurturing yourself and just tending to yourself, really taking care of yourself. And a lot of people notice how well you take care of yourself. You have set the standard up here for you. And once you set the standard, you never come off the top shelf. You allow people to meet you where you are. You don't move, you don't budge. You keep doing you. You keep loving on you and pouring into you, and you let them rise to the occasion. And if they are capable and have the capacity, they will meet you where you are. But you never get off the top shelf for nobody. You were solid in your energy. Autonomy, free will, and manifestation. I don't know why I heard what one person won't do, somebody else will. And that's the truth. You don't have to beg nobody to love you. You don't have to prove to anyone that you are capable and worthy of love. You are deserving. You have to know that first and foremost. You have to know that this love that you seek is seeking you, and you deserve it. You've been learning a lot of lessons about self-worth. What does it mean to love myself? And how could I possibly ask for someone or something to love me or give me something that I don't give myself? You got to give it to yourself first. The universe will never give you anything that you don't give to yourself. It's impossible for you to manifest something that you have not given to yourself. You've been met with a lot of decisions. And this life is a life of free will. You're always going to have two choices and two decisions. The choices that you have been making have been very intentional. You've been moving different, which is why you are attracting different, which is how you are attracting all of these things, partnerships, love. You attracting it all. And it's all because you decided to move different. If you don't like what life is reflecting back to you, you need to choose differently. We all have choices. If you don't like the choices that you've been making, choose differently. And when you choose differently, you are going to, that is a trigger of effect for your outside world to conform that new choice, that new decision that you've just made. You've just unlocked a new door. You've opened up a new portal of experiences. Simply because you decided to be the glitch in the matrix, you could say. You decided to be that glitch and switch it up. I usually do this, but now I'm going to do this. I usually check my phone before bed, but I'm not going to check my phone the last hour I go to bed. When I wake up, I usually check the phone, but I'm going to have an hour of me time before I give anybody else my energy, because I'm worthy of that. I deserve that. I owe that to myself. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself. Keep relaxing. Keep embracing this hibernation season. Keep doing exactly what you've been doing. Your routines and your rituals are changing your life. Whatever you've been doing with these routines and these rituals is restoring balance. You are recalibrating yourself on a cellular level. I don't know why I see red and I heard, that's random, but I heard taking showers in the dark or taking showers with red light may be significant at this time. That's healing your nervous system. So yeah, like I always say, if it hit, it was meant. If it burned, it was time. Spirit said what it said. I just turned the flame into a frame. Stay soft, stay dangerous, and most importantly, don't let nobody fuck up your flow today.